Hi, class. Can you hear me? Is anyone here? Or did everyone go to the other hangout? No, okay. Hi, Raphael. Hello?
Hi.
Hi. Sorry
Hello.
about this. Okay, so
Okay,
I'm
just a moment.
yes.
Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so now I think I'm in the link that everyone was in. I just spent 10 minutes talking to an empty classroom because I clicked the link to start the class and it didn't seem to be working. So I'm not sure exactly what happened.
Yeah, but the other students are in a different class, and I
Now they're
decided to leave because the link that you sent is not working. Is not sending us to you.
okay, but now you can see me, right?
Yes.
Okay, well,
Yes.
very sorry for all the confusion, and I'm here now. So thank you for waiting and being patient. So I have no idea what happened. I think it was some sort of bug or glitch in the system. So very sorry about that. Okay.
Okay.
So anyway, for those of you who I haven't met, I'm Kate. I'm an English teacher from the United States, and it's great to have you here. So let's see. Ciao, I know. Let's see.
Hi.
Rafael, how are
Okay.
you?
I'm fine. What about you?
Great, thank you. It's nice to see you again, Ciao. And then
Hmm.
who else do we have here? We have Rafael. Hi.
Yes.
Okay, where are you calling from, Rafael?
I'm from Brazil. I'm a new student in here. I've been here for just 3 days.
Okay, well, it's nice to have you here. And again, usually classes start on time and they don't start with such a confusion. So apologies for that. Let's see. And then we have Thiago.
Hi there, Caitlin.
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good, thanks. How
Great.
about yourself?
I'm doing well, thanks. And Thiago, where are you calling from?
I'm from Brazil.
From Brazil also. Okay, very cool. And then we have Miguel. Hi,
Hi, good afternoon.
how are you?
Fine, fine.
Good.
Fine.
Okay. I know you were waiting for a while, and sorry again about the confusion. Okay.
Don't worry.
All right. I guess sometimes there are technical problems. So, Miguel, where are you calling from?
Hey, I'm from Spain.
From Spain. Okay, cool. Very cool. And Antonio? Hi.
Hello, hello.
Hello. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks.
Great. Okay, good. Okay, so today, as you saw in the description, we're just really going to practice speaking. So I thought for the beginning, we can practice making small talk. So just some sort of casual conversations. Okay, so has anyone heard this term before? I'll type it in the verbling box. The term small talk?
No.
No?
What is small talk?
Okay, I'll explain it to you. So, hi Shafar, nice to have you here. Um, okay, so small talk is essentially casual conversation. Okay, so it's when I'll actually I'm going to share my screen with you for a second. I have some notes about small talk. So, oops. Ooh. Okay, so can I have someone read this for me?
Let me
May I?
Okay, go ahead.
check.
Go ahead.
What is a small talk? A polite conversation, usually about unimportant or uncontroversial subjects, social situations, casual chat, often with acquaintances,
Sorry,
tone guts.
I made this presentation for a group of Catalan students, so ignore that. That's just a translation.
Okay. rather than good friends. Helps to avoid awkward situations.
Okay. So we all know what this is, right? So these are the conversations you're having with, if you meet a friend at the bus stop or an acquaintance at the bus stop, right? And it's not someone you know extremely well. Maybe it's a friend of a friend or someone from work or from one of your classes. And, you just want to speak politely with him or her. Okay? All right,
Okay.
questions about this?
No.
Okay, so what do you think are some good topics for small talk? What are some good things you can bring up with these people that you sort of meet casually?
Hobbies. Hobbies.
Hobbies, good. What else?
News.
The news? Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
What you have
Weather.
been doing?
Yeah, what you've been doing.
Yes.
Good. Any other ideas?
Sports?
Sports, absolutely. Jobs, good, Thiago. Your job or school. And then there's one classic topic for small talk.
Trips?
Trips. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, you could talk about economics. Sometimes, though, that can be a little bit controversial. It depends. But the classic one is the weather, right? Oh, it's a nice day today. So if you really don't know someone very well or don't know what to talk about, it often ends up with the weather, or at least as a way to begin a conversation. Okay. All right. So, and then obviously, what are some things that you probably want to avoid when you're making small talk? What are some not so great topics?
Politics.
Politics, religion. Mm-hmm.
Gossip?
Yeah, gossip probably. And then like emotional, political issues, right? Things like, I don't know, abortion or the death penalty, right? You're not going to bring that up with someone you've just met. Or extremely personal information, also not ideal. Okay, yeah, and Thiago, I like that you said soccer. So I would say usually sports is a good topic for small talk, but maybe these days we should avoid soccer at least for a little while, right? Because there's still
Especially,
some, yeah,
yeah, especially Brazil and Argentina.
yeah. If you meet a Brazilian or an Argentinian, I would say probably not now, right? Not yet. Too soon. Okay. Good. So I want to practice. I want you all to practice making small talk. So I thought of some different topics, and you're going to work in pairs, and I'm just going to give you 2 minutes to talk freely, right? Imagine that you are strangers, or you meet at a party, or you meet, I don't know, on an airplane, right? And you start a conversation. And I want you to try to keep this conversation going for 2 minutes, right? Try to keep it friendly and comfortable and avoid these awkward moments. Okay, so I need 2 volunteers to go first. Who is brave enough to go first?
I would like to.
Okay,
I like to.
all right, so we have Chao and who else? Thiago?
Thiago, right.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. All right, so let me give you your first topic. Okay, and I gave you here, I'll share my screen. I have some practice or some example questions of what you can ask the other person if you sort of get stuck, etc. Okay, so whenever you're ready, I'm going to give you 2 minutes, and I want to hear a nice, fluid conversation. Okay?
Okay.
about this topic. What are you up to these days? All right, go.
Hi,
Okay.
Chal.
Hi. Hi,
How are you doing?
Thiago. I'm doing fine. Thanks.
Oh,
Where are you
nice.
from? Where are you coming from?
I'm from Brazil. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm from China.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I would say
And
ni hao.
oh, great. Uh, can you teach me how to say hello in Brazil language?
Oh, in Portuguese,
Portuguese?
yeah, you say oi.
Okay, great.
So,
It's nice to
uh,
it's nice to learn from you.
oh, my pleasure. So tell me,
Um,
Chal, what do you do in your free time? What do you like to do?
oh, in my free time, I don't go out very friend, uh, frequent, frequently, and I always
Frequently.
stay at home. Yes, frequently.
Mm,
I
I see.
in much of time I spend uh, at home for reading and watching some videos. What about
Mm.
you? There we
Um,
go.
yes, I really enjoy playing my instruments. I've got a
Oh,
band, so my free time we're rehearsing and yeah, basically singing, playing, we have some projects and some places to play as well. So that's pretty
Okay,
yes,
much
it's
good.
what I
cool.
do in my free time.
I
Perfect.
think it's
Okay.
very cool.
All right,
Thank you.
stop. Okay, that was great. That was a very good first example, right? So I think at the beginning, you asked some good questions. Where are you from? I liked that you asked each other about different languages. And then it got a little bit uncomfortable, but then, you sort of you asked questions. And I think that's really the most important thing, is just asking questions about someone you meet. Okay, so very good work. And grammatically, I didn't notice any major problems. So very good. Thiago and Chao, a great first example. Okay, so I'm going to give you a different topic, and I need 2 new volunteers.
Let me give it a try.
Okay, Shafar and
But
Shafar and who?
For example, me.
What's that? Can someone volunteer to speak with Shafar?
For, for example, me, Antonio.
Ah, okay, sorry, Antonio, I didn't hear you. Perfect. Okay,
No problem.
so, all right, the next topic. Let's see which one I'm going to give you. Travel. Okay, so you have 2 minutes to ask each other about travel. Go ahead.
Antonio. Oh,
Hello, Safar.
okay. Where do you want to?
Sorry.
Where do you want to go?
I like to go to travel by in short time. I prefer driver my car and go to the place. I prefer go to my car at by the bus or by the other transports.
Yeah. Oh, where? Where do you want?
Where
Where
where like I go to the car,
was?
I usually go mm, I I live in Spain. Then I go to Spain, France, or Italy.
Oh, do you know? Spain is my favorite place. I know there are some a beach in Spain that I love. I don't know. I don't know I forgot the name.
Where,
Juman,
where
the
are you from?
greatest beach in the time. I'm from the neighborhood of Spain. I don't know my country. I forgot.
Mhm. Okay.
But
What?
I love to. Yes. I just forgot the beach that I've been there for 8 years ago.
Yes. And what are some of your favorite place to
A
go?
beach, the
A
beach.
beach.
Yes.
Do you do any sport in your travel?
I don't really. I just taking relax in my travel.
Mhm.
Okay, good. All right, very good. So,
Thank you.
Jafar and Antonio, how did you feel about that? Did you feel comfortable? Was it difficult or easy?
More or less. The problem is when I want to explain something, the every word disappear of my mind.
It happens. It happens. The
Yeah.
easiest way to fix that is just to practice, right? To practice. Okay, I noticed a
Okay.
few things from your conversation. I think in general, you're good. You're asking questions, both of you. Um, okay, so I heard 3 sentences that I heard problems in. Okay, the first one, where do you want to go? It's not wrong, the sentence, right? It's a correct sentence, the
Mhm.
grammar. Hold on, I'm going to come back for a second to explain this. Okay, so the grammar is fine, right? Where do you want to go? But the problem here is its use in context. And Antonio, I
Mhm.
don't think this was you. I think this was Shafar. Ah, he's back. Okay, good. So here, it's just a little bit direct, right? In English, we like to soften everything. We're not very direct. So it would be more, and I don't know if this is a good thing or not, right? But it would be more
Mhm.
natural here to say, um, what's one place you would like to visit? Or where would you like to visit? So instead of do
Mhm.
you want, I would say, would you like? It's just a bit softer, a bit more polite.
Mhm.
Okay. Because where do you want to go is more appropriate for like if you're speaking with someone, with a friend, and the two of you are trying to figure out your plans for the day, you might say, hey, where do you want to go? Right? It's very casual and it's kind of like speaking about the immediate future. Okay. And then
Mhm.
in the second sentence, I prefer go in my car. We're missing one important word. It's a small word, but it's an important one.
Mhm.
Do you know what word that is?
Well, I think the first is the correct. No, I go to the car is bad. Oh, it's good.
Both of them have one small problem. So
Uh,
so the first one, it
no,
just makes,
I prefer going maybe
yeah, you could say I prefer going, and even better would be I prefer
by
to go
my car.
in my car or by car.
Oh, by car. Okay.
But what's most important is that if you say I prefer, you always have to have to. I prefer to go.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so just a very small thing, but an important one. And
Mhm.
then I go by car, or yeah, and the second one, I go to the car means I walk up and I enter the car, right? So I go by
Okay.
car or I go in car. It's fine. Okay,
Okay.
but otherwise, great. Very good.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, and so it looks like, Hussein, you've joined us. Hi.
Hi, Kathleen.
Hi, nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay, so have you been watching?
No.
No. Okay, no problem. So we're really just practicing conversation. And right now we're practicing sort of making small talk, which is like casual conversation in pairs. And so I'm giving people 2 minutes to work in pairs and just speak comfortably about a certain topic. And the idea is to ask each other questions and keep the conversation flowing. Okay?
Okay. Yep.
So let's see. Miguel, would you like to try?
Yes, of course.
Okay. And well, Hussein, I know you just joined, but would you like to try with him?
Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So let me give you a topic. Okay, hold on, give me. All right, let's do this one. Your topic is movies. Okay, and so here I've just given you some, some questions you can ask each other if you sort of get stuck. Okay? So you have 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay, we should talk about the movies, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Hi, Miguel.
Hi. Good afternoon.
Thank you. What movies have you seen lately? Can you please explain a bit to me because I want to see a movie and I'm not sure about what movie I should see. So maybe you can help me.
Yes, I would like to comment the latest movie that I've seen. I think it was yesterday and was a famous film. It's called Gladiator. Have you seen this film?
I'm sorry I didn't understand the name. What's the name of the film?
Gladiator. It's
Ah,
an old
yeah.
film.
Yeah, I have seen it. Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, I have seen it, and really it's historical, and there are many graphics in it. There are many graphics, and um, it's very great.
Yes,
I think. Yeah.
yes. And we can see how many countries contribute in this film. I think this is I remember I've seen this film for 2 or 3 times. I really like it.
Yeah. Do you like movies about war? Like, maybe. Mm, have you ever seen 300 Spartans? It's like Gladiator. I like it.
Yes, yes. I think so. I cannot remember very well, but I think so.
Yeah.
I really like
Great.
this kind.
Sorry, no, you can finish your sentence. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
You can continue.
Okay, perfect. Okay, that was great. Really, really good. So I want to tell you some things I liked a lot about that interaction. So, so at the beginning, Hussein, you sounded a little bit like you were interviewing him, right? So this is one teeny negative before some positives. You said, can you please explain a little bit to me? That's more of a formal phrase, right? It's kind of like, oh, if you're in a job interview, oh, explain a little bit more about that to me. How does this department work, right? But then you ask some really interesting questions, right? I like that you said, yeah, I want to see a movie, but I'm not sure which one to see, right? And you sort of asked for recommendations, right? That's a great way to start a conversation. And then the two of you found a common interest, right? You talked about Gladiator. Okay, so very good. Any questions or doubts from the two of you?
No.
Okay. All right, so it looks like someone else has joined. Ali? Hi.
Yeah, hello.
How are you?
Yes, I'm fine. Feeling good.
Good. I think you have the video on there. Okay. Anyway, he has the video open in another window. No problem. Okay. So, any questions about making small talk, about these casual sort of social interactions? Have any of you had to do this in English? In real life, I mean.
No.
No
No.
one. Okay. Well, this is a tool, right? This is an easy way. Maybe you see tourists in your country, or you meet someone who is an English speaker, and it can be difficult to initiate a conversation in a language that's not your native language. So I think having these little tools can help a lot. Okay. All right. So I think I want to spend the rest of the class practicing some dialogues in common situations. Okay, so one that I'm sure all of you will experience, or have experienced, or will experience someday, especially if you like to travel, is being in a restaurant, right? So the interaction you have with a waiter and the staff in a restaurant. Okay, so I think a lot of you know quite a bit of English, and you have a high enough level that instead of giving you a dialogue to read or whatever, I want you to work together to create a dialogue. We'll do this as a class between a waiter and a customer. Okay? So I'm going to share my screen and open a document, and we're going to work together to create a dialogue between a waiter and a client at a restaurant. So let me share my screen and we will get started. Any questions before we start?
No.
All right. Okay, so shared, you will find a blank document that will soon be filled with your ideas. Okay, so we have a waiter and we have a customer. What do they say?
We should say something.
Yeah, so give me some ideas of how this dialogue would begin.
Welcome to our restaurant.
Okay.
What food will you order?
Okay. So you said, what food will you order? Okay.
Maybe.
So.
What food would you like to eat?
Okay.
Yes.
So, all right. Yeah. Okay. So I think this we might save for down here. Whoops. Right? Because it's a bit direct. So in the U.S., since waiters are working for tips, they often introduce themselves, right? They sort of give you this whole talk about, their restaurant and who they are and how they're happy to serve you. So the waiter might say, welcome to our restaurant. My name is, right? They introduce themselves. They would say, my name is Chow, and I'll be your waiter today. Okay, has anyone ever had this experience eating in the U.S.?
I have never been to USA.
Never been?
No.
Okay, so this is very common. Is this common in your country?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So the waiter will introduce himself or herself and whatever?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, great. So we have our waiter's first line. And what would a customer say?
Thank you, firstly. Thank
Okay.
you.
Good.
We want to eat something.
Okay. Or we'd like to eat something.
We'd like to eat something.
Okay, great.
Can
Okay,
you,
go ahead.
could you show us or could you explain us about your food?
Yeah. Could you explain? Okay. Could you explain us? This is a common error.
Okay.
You always explain something
Could
to
you
someone.
explain to us?
Or more simply, could you tell us about your food? Right? Okay, so now it looks like we need to add something. So,
Yes,
what would a
here's
waiter
a
say
menu.
in response?
Yes,
Absolutely.
here is a menu.
Yes, here's a menu.
Thank you.
Okay?
I think it's rude to say that.
You think
Here
it's
is
rude
a
to say
menu.
that?
It's like, you know, there's a menu. Look at it. Don't ask
Oh,
me.
like look at it yourself?
Yeah. Here is a menu, right?
Okay. All right, fair enough. So, what would you
And-
say before that? You
and
mentioned-
I can introduce some today's sales. Maybe.
Oh, today's specials.
Yes.
You could say, yes, here's a menu, and I can tell you a little bit about today's specials. Let's say. Right?
Yes. Right.
Okay, then it's a little bit more, as Hussein said, maybe a little bit less rude. Okay. So, and what would a customer say here?
Okay, let's take a look. Okay, let's take a
Okay,
look.
we'll take a look.
We'll take a look. Yeah.
Okay, good. So, all right, so now we imagine the customers are sitting at their table, etc., right? And then we have the waiter asking what they want. Okay, so I think as Hussein said, it's a little bit more common for a waiter to say, what would you like to order?
Okay.
What would you like to order? Okay, and a sample response.
I would like to. I would like to order your specials. Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, good. Yeah. So
I
normally,
would like a hamburger.
yeah, I'd like a hamburger. More commonly, we'll just say, I'll have.
And how?
That's the most common thing you'll hear in a restaurant, right? I'll have the special, or I'll have the hamburger. Good. Okay. And so imagine everyone orders. And the waiter will probably want to ask about beverages too, right? What would he or she say?
What do you prefer to drink? What drink do you prefer?
Yeah, or what drink would you like?
Would you?
What drink would you like? Or what would you like? Actually, even better. What would you like to drink? Okay. And the customer?
I would like to drink.
One coda, please. Coda water.
What'd you say? A cold water?
Coda. Coda.
Coca-Cola, please.
Coke.
A Coke, please.
Oh, soda. Okay. Sorry. Soda.
Soda. Okay.
So,
perfect. All right. So imagine the waiter, brings the food, etc. The customer eats. What happens at the end of the meal?
they have a fight.
Okay, let's assume everything goes well.
Pay the bill.
So, how does the customer ask for the bill?
Could you please give the bill?
Almost.
Can we take the bill? The bill?
Yeah, we usually say, can we have the check, please?
Okay.
Or even just, if you raise your arm and make that motion, the symbol for the check, and you just say, check, please. Okay?
Pretending like
Check,
writing.
please.
Yeah, exactly. Pretending you're writing that motion. Good. And what would the waiter say?
Yep.
I'll be
Yep.
right back. Okay, he's not going to say no to that. And then, so the customer pays. What would the waiter say as the customer is leaving?
Mm. Come again?
Essentially, like, thanks so much for.
I don't know. It's like you're pleased. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You come again.
Yeah, we hope you come again, right? Yeah, absolutely. Or it's been my pleasure to serve you, or been my pleasure to help you tonight, and we hope you come again, right? Something like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's see. Can I have 2 volunteers to read our dialogue?
Okay.
Okay, good.
Okay. Yeah.
So we have Hussein and Chow.
Okay. I will
Ciao.
be the waiter.
Okay.
Up the waiter.
Go ahead.
Okay. Chow's the waiter. Okay.
Okay. Welcome to our restaurant. My name is Chow, and I'll be your waiter today.
Thank you. We'd like to eat something. Could you tell us about your food?
Yes, of course. Here is a menu, and I can tell you a little bit about today's special as well.
Okay, we'll take a look.
What would you like to order?
I would like to order your specials. I'll have the special. I'll have a hamburger. One of those 3.
Fun.
Okay. And what would you like to drink?
A soda, please. Customer eats.
Okay, so you again, Hussein?
Okay. Can we have the check, please?
Yep. Hold up. I'll be right back. Thanks so much for coming. We hope you come again.
Yeah, I hope so.
Good. And then bye-bye. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so this is actually it's a fairly realistic dialogue, right? But a lot of times, so Hussein said, and then they get in a fight, right? So usually it's not that extreme, but a lot of times, especially Americans, we like to complain in restaurants, right? We think we have the right to just complain, to say, I don't know, this soup is a little bit cold. I don't know, can you send it back? Or I wanted this meat cooked well done, and this is too rare for me. You know, we always find something to complain about. Okay? So I want you to use this dialogue as a model and try to play out. I want to have 2 volunteers to be a waiter and a customer and try to play out another dialogue. But whoever is the customer, I want you to be a bit more difficult than the customer that we had in our sample dialogue. Okay, I want you to complain about a few things. Make the waiter's life a little bit more tricky. And waiter, you'll have to handle everything politely because, as you know, the customer is always right. Okay, so any volunteers?
I don't know, maybe Miguel and Antonio, they don't speak, they can do it. Maybe.
Okay, me for example.
Okay, so Miguel and Antonio, would you like to try it?
Okay.
All right, so who's the waiter and who's the difficult customer?
For example, me, the waiter.
Okay, so Miguel, you're the difficult customer.
Okay.
All right, so you're in the restaurant. Go ahead.
Well, the same, no? Welcome to our restaurant. My name is Antonio, and I'll be your waiter today.
Thank you. I would like to eat something. Could you tell us about your food?
Well, the same. Yes, here's a menu. I can tell you a little bit about today's special as well.
Okay. We will take a look.
you see the menu, and I say, what would you like to order?
Yes, I'll have this special soup.
Okay. Sorry, but I haven't got that. If you want, you can choose any other choose any other meal, no? Any other meal
Yeah, or any other choice.
choice. Another choice.
Okay, but you offered me this special soup before, and I was waiting with my family to ask this soup, and then I'm a little bit disappointed with this behavior.
But I'm sorry, but the before waiter, he is forget to delete this choice. I'm sorry.
Yes. Okay, then how we can aware for this? I really like want. I really like want to eat this soup.
So Antonio, why don't you recommend something different from the menu?
Yeah. Well, if you want, we can hot a meal frozen, but it's frozen.
Okay, this is not my. Wasn't my intention. But if you can't offer anything better, we have this frozen food.
Okay. Well, if you want, we can poner. You can put a salad while we prepare the other choice.
Okay. Then.
Okay.
Now it's nice.
Perfect. And what do you like to drink?
Yes, I will have some water.
Okay. Well,
Thank you.
customer eats.
Can we have the check, please?
Okay. Yeah. I'll be right back.
I think the bill or the check is wrong.
Sorry, I think this is impossible because we have a laptop computer. The laptop computer make the perfect account.
Yes, but the check is not the same as the price in the menu.
Well, a moment, please. I'm going to talk with the waiter. The maitre.
The manager.
Okay.
The manager. Okay.
Okay. All right, good. Let's stop it there. Okay, sorry about the internet issue. Okay, so good. That was pretty realistic, right? Someone complaining and just simply insisting on a problem. Okay, so so what are some ways? What are some ways if someone complains to us that we can sort of say no politely? I want to end the class talking about this. What are some polite ways to disagree with someone or to say no to someone?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Good.
Unfortunately, we cannot serve this kind of menu.
Yeah, so introducing a phrase with unfortunately So, unfortunately, we had the soup earlier, but right now we're out of it. Yeah, so unfortunately, I don't think so. Okay, very good. Okay. Any other ideas? So we have,
I'm afraid, but
excellent. Or even a little bit more natural would be, I'm afraid that da da da. So you say no, but you say, you apologize. You're saying, I'm afraid that we simply are out of that dish. You'll have to choose something new.
Dominus.
Sorry?
No, no. Yeah, Dominus means God, right? No, okay.
Sorry? No, tell me.
Is there a word like Dominus in English?
Can you
Dominus. Dominus.
Dominate?
Okay, no problem.
Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure. Sorry. Let's see.
I wrote it in the
Dominate.
Google.
Not that I know of, no. Why do you ask?
Just I have heard this in a movie. The girl was saying that to a woman, like Dominus.
I don't know. I've never heard of that. Okay, good. Yeah, so this is definitely, so as I said before in English, right, we, especially with strangers, with people we don't know, we like to sort of, we don't say things very directly. We often like to soften our words. And so that's why, in small talk, we did that by using things like, oh, where would you like to go? Or what sorts of things are you interested in? Or, making suggestions that are very soft. And here, in situations like between a client and someone who works in an establishment, we do this in terms of saying things that Hussein and Chao mentioned, like, I don't think so, or, unfortunately, we can't, but, da-da-da. Or I'm afraid that simply won't be possible, right? We like to be very polite and soften our words. So, and it can be difficult for people learning English, and it's something that sometimes makes English learners come off as a bit harsh in conversation. So you want to try to soften your words when you speak, and really, really probably more than you even think you need to. Okay, so I have to wrap up the class, but are there any questions or comments before we finish up?
No.
Thank you.
No. Okay, well, thank you all for coming. Sorry about the slight internet problem. Luckily, it was at the end this time. And sorry about the beginning, the late start. I'll try to get that link fixed. Okay, have a great one, everyone. See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
bye.